Good morning, Martin.
Good morning.
Let's check some audio. There we go. Thank you for flicking your camera. And we've got Wyatt. Good morning, Wyatt.
Good morning.
Great. We've got Jim. Jim, can you hear me?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. Hi, Jasmine. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. And we've got Anna. Anna, can you hear me? She's trying to connect her audio. We've got Greg. Greg, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Perfect. And we've got Omer. Welcome back, Omer. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Thank you. Yep, loud and clear. And if you could able to, there you go. And Greg, if you could able to flick your camera, that would be perfect. By the way, my name is Flint. I'm Kevin's executive assistant, and welcome to your implementation bootcamp. Again, guys, thank you so much for being on time, and Kevin will take over the meeting. Have an incredible day to everyone.
Thank you.
So what can I say apart from good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world? First and foremost, give me a big thumbs up if you're all having an incredible day so far. Absolutely beautiful stuff. Greg, Anna, I can't see you guys. We're a family here. We turn cameras on so we can share. Anna, that's beautiful. I see you coming. I see you coming. Greg, we're waiting on you, sir.
I'm not trying to be the invisible man. I just can't figure it out.
Here we go. Here we go. Beautiful stuff. Anna,
Not-
you did keep
okay.
the camera, but it's gone back off. Where are you?
Okay, let me see.
There we
All right.
go. There we go.
Okay.
Right. So guys, you've probably noticed some kind of high energy, and I'm not going to apologize for that. I'm always like this, but today's a particularly beautiful day. My late father, it's his birthday today. He would have been 92 years old today. So
Oh,
the creator, the man that brought me here, is his birthday today. And it's my
Oh.
anniversary today. So it can only be but a beautiful
Wow.
day, right?
absolutely.
Double blessing.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Anyway, guys, my name is Kevin Dwyer, also known as Mr. One Step. I will tell you exactly where that name's come from and why it stuck with me for so many years. You've already met one of my team, Flint. She's my executive assistant. Flint is one of the people that makes the wheels turn in the background here. Flint will open your steps. She will communicate with you via text, via email, via phone. Long story short, be good to Flint, she'll be good to you, she'll keep things running smoothly. So guys, I've got a ton of information to share today. I'm going to go through and run through a brief presentation. So first and foremost, give me a big thumbs up to confirm you can see my screen. All right, beautiful stuff. So welcome to the orientation call, the first call of the implementation bootcamp. As I said, I've got a ton of stuff to go through. The first things first, I'm going to go through the required notice. So this call is being recorded for training purposes, and by participating, you give consent to both video and audio recording. On this call, we will be discussing individual goals, potentially including financial matters. ENTRE is not a financial advisory firm, and nothing that is said on any call should be considered personalized financial advice or construed to carry any sort of financial guarantee. If you decide to implement anything you learn from ENTRE for the purpose of starting a business, you should know that all business involves some financial risk. ENTRE is an education company and its products are for informational purposes only. No offering of a business or investment has been made on this call. We focus on the 3 P's of excellence. So the physical and personal part are just as important as the professional part. You are here to learn how to improve all 3. So guys, I'm going to start with the ENTRE mission and vision. Our mission is empowering people to achieve physical, personal, and professional excellence through entrepreneurial education. Our vision, a world where an awesome life is achievable for anyone committed to excellence. We have a number of core values which are as follows. We live by choice, not by chance. We strive for excellence in everything we do. We are obsessed with improvement. We practice thoughtful communication. We eagerly do hard things well. We take daily disciplined action. We move fast, learn fast, and grow fast. We attack problems and find solutions. We build with legacy in mind. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, please excuse my French. But we have fun and we get shit done. That's exactly how we operate here at ENTRE. So guys, later, I'll be breaking out the presentation and I'll be asking you to give me a quick 30-second intro. Help me understand where you're from, why you enrolled in ENTRE, whether it be financial, time, location, freedom, or maybe all 3. But first and foremost, I want to talk about the pink elephant in the room. So you've enrolled in a boot camp, you don't necessarily know what to expect. At this point, metaphorically speaking, you've all got multicolored backpacks and you've probably got a ton of different stuff packed in your backpack. I want you to consider your backpack to be completely empty, because as we go through the boot camp, I will assist you with the tools, the resources, the attributes that you require for this journey moving forward to ensure it's a smooth one. So at this point, I want to help you understand what not to expect. It's not going to be a bed of roses, neither is it going to be a walk in the park on a Sunday afternoon. It's a boot camp, and it's a boot camp for a reason, which means I am going to challenge your belief systems. I'm going to stretch your mindset. I will make you uncomfortable, and I'm not going to apologize for that. This is a journey of transformation to assist you in the best possible way. So at this point, I want to give you a massive, massive welcome and help you truly understand what my role is in this journey. Contrary to popular belief, I'm not going to be screaming and yelling orders. I'm going to be advising you. We're going to work together in collaboration. We're going to be a team to ensure that this journey is as smooth as possible. But I'm not here to teach you digital marketing. The programs you've all enrolled in are going to do an incredible job of helping you understand digital marketing. In other words, I'm not a business and a marketing coach. I'm an implementation specialist. Let me ask you a question at this point. Give me a thumbs up if you are thinking, Kev, give me the nuts and bolts and help me understand what I need to do. Give me a thumbs up if that's what you're thinking. Okay, so we've got a few people thinking that. Well, here's what I want to say. That's the last thing you need to worry about at this point. At this point, what we need to focus on is how we transform you into the individual that can achieve the success you're looking for. Because if nothing changes, then nothing changes. In order to achieve what you want, you have to transform, which means that ultimately, I'm here to help you focus on you. Because when you look internally, when you look introspectively, what that enables you to do is clarify your vision of success. And the reason why I use that kind of language is because, guys, everything in life happens twice. Once in the mind and then once in reality. When you've got clarity about who you need to become, that gives you a great insight. And it's at that point, knowing yourself, what that allows you to do is align your present and your future self. Now, Einstein put it beautifully. Einstein said, you cannot solve a problem with the same mind that's created it. Likewise, you won't be able to achieve the success you're looking for unless you transform into that individual that's capable of achieving that success. So when you've got alignment, that's a great starting point that's going to allow you to impact every relationship in your life. And I'm talking about your relationship with finance, your relationship with abundance, your personal, your professional relationships. We want to make impact across the board. And it's only then can you truly influence the world at large and find your true potential for leadership. You see, all of us have a leader inside. And it's about understanding how do you peel back the layers so you can reveal that leader and make a massive influence, a massive dent on the world. Leave your stamp in the ground. So why a boot camp? Many people ask me that. Why a boot camp, Kev? Well, this process is designed to get you ready physically, mentally, and emotionally. Give you the tools that you need so you can execute and assume your role effectively as an entrepreneur. That's pretty much what it's down for. So I suppose this is probably a great segue for me to give you a little bit of information about myself, help you understand why I'm your implementation specialist. Well, guys, if my accent hasn't already given it away, born and raised in London, UK. I finished college, which is high school for you guys, back in '92. Seems like an eternity ago. I achieved academic excellence when I left school. And my next steps logically should have been going to university. But I was a young man, I was excitable, I wanted to have some fun, I wanted to let my hair down. I wanted to take a break from education, didn't want to commit another 4 years straight away. So I decided to have a gap year. Man, oh man, did I have some fun. I probably had a bit too much fun because my firstborn, she came and blessed my life. At that point, I hit a fork in the road. Do I continue down the education route where I can join the corporate ladder at a higher rank, Or do I assume my responsibility as a young father, go out, put some food on the table? Guys, it wasn't much of a tough decision to make. I went out and got my first serious job, a customer services agent for a British energy company. And they were not providing the greatest service. I was taking anywhere between 150 and 200 calls a day, primarily from disgruntled clients. I learned a ton of stuff whilst I was there. Negotiation, communication, how to pacify angry people, how to truly listen. The one thing I didn't learn that would have probably been very useful at that point in my life was contraception. I got hit twice more. Twins, 23, 3 children. I felt like I had the weight of the world on my shoulders. My boss at the time said to me, Kev, I'm pretty certain this job isn't providing the financial resources that you need for your ever-growing family. Have you considered going into sales? You're articulate, you communicate well, people seem to buy into you. And I thought, you know what, that sounds like a pretty good idea. So I started my foray into the corporate world of sales, an international office supplies company, where not only did I negotiate a significant increase in my basic salary, but I also had commission in the mix. Humbly speaking, I took to sales like a duck to water. My first 18 months, I tripled my package. That's where the journey truly began. Over the course of the next decade, I was headhunted from organization to organization, consistently moving up the corporate ladder and dragging my financial package up with me. 10 years down the line, I realize I'm earning significant money, but there's something that every single school should teach, but most don't. That's financial education, you see. I had a beautiful car, a wonderful home. We were taking lavish vacations as a family. However, I wasn't planning my future. I wasn't building my legacy. I wasn't securing things for my children. So I started to put together a plan. But guys, this universe can sometimes be a very, very cruel teacher. You put together a plan and oftentimes it whips the rug out from underneath your feet. That's exactly what happened to me. 2013, I suffered a life-changing injury. I was at home when I wasn't feeling well, and I simply passed out. I fell forward. My torso, my upper body landed on a box. I didn't fall flat on the floor, so that caused me to hyperextend my neck. Same sort of thing as if you're in a car accident and you get whiplash. I was unconscious for 4, I don't know, possibly 5 seconds. When I came to, I had no feeling in my hands. I was completely paralyzed from the waist down. That small, somewhat harmless fall caused me to damage my spinal cord. I'm not sure how much understanding you guys have got of the physical anatomy, but you damage your spinal cord, I promise you, you're in a whole host of problems. I got rushed to hospital. But understand, I didn't sleep a wink that first night. My whole life just been spun upside down, turned inside out. Instead, I did 3 things that my physios, the nurses, the consultants, all absolutely guarantee had a huge impact in what was about to unfold. Step 1, I visualized myself walking over and over and over again. Step 2, I made a decision. I've already recovered. And step 3, I committed wholeheartedly that whatever I could do to aid and facilitate my recovery, I was all in. The following day, I had an MRI scan. One of the senior consultants came to my room to discuss my results. Came in, introduced himself. So Kevin, one of the head consultants, I've been a consultant for more than 2 decades. I've examined thousands of patients. I've seen tens of thousands of MRI scans. And I'm sure you're probably wondering why such a small, innocuous fall has had such catastrophic results. Well, you already had a disc out of place in your neck that was squeezing on your spinal cord. So when you fell, it just exacerbated the situation. At that point, he sat on my bed. Guys, let me give you a heads up. If you're ever in hospital and a consultant sits on your bed, they're not about to give you good news, okay? That's a heads up. So he sat down and he said to me, Kevin, upon examination of your MRI scan, it's very, very clear you've now sustained significant damage to your spinal cord. And there's a high probability, from my experience, looking at these results, that you're not going to walk again. Guys, I was 39 years old. That information took the wind out of my sails completely. I was quiet temporarily, and then I responded. I said, "Doctor, thank you for your opinion. And please don't take what I'm about to say to be rude or disrespectful, but I refuse to allow your opinion to infect my mind and therefore impact my outcome. Paralyzed for the rest of my life? It's not my story. I refuse that label. I'm not buying into it." Guys, I was told I'd probably never walk again. 5 weeks later, I was back on my feet. In that picture, my hand was still so weak, I couldn't even lift the Zimmer frame. That frame had wheels on it. I would get assistance to my feet and manage as many steps as I possibly could. In the early days, that might have been 2 or 3 steps before I was put back to bed exhausted. I saw the same consultant in the corridor and he said to me, "Kevin, I don't know what you're doing or how you're doing it, but I urge you to continue because you've already surpassed all expectations. No one thought you'd be doing what you'd be doing, and especially not in 5 weeks." I said, "Doctor, I truly believe that all can and will be achieved one step at a time. None of us know how powerful our minds are." That's where the name stuck. Every time he'd see me, there he goes again, Mr. One Step, the guy that believes all can and will be achieved with the mind. I want you to understand, I spent 5 weeks in that hospital. They then transferred me to the spinal unit where I spent another 10 weeks. That's 15 weeks in hospital. That's nearly 4 months. I was admitted to hospital on the 5th of May, 2013. And on the 31st of August, I walked out. Now, understand something, guys. I still use crutches to this day. However, in that picture, I said to my brother, "Please take my crutches because I want to walk out the hospital." The same hospital that I was wheeled into on a gurney, paralyzed from the waist down and told I'd probably never walk again.
Amen.
Manuel, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Guys, I want you all to understand, I'm not telling you this story to impress you. I tell you simply to impress upon you that your mind is your most incredible resource. When you make a decision, but here's the caveat. When you believe that decision, you've already done 90% of the work, and this applies to anything in life. You then just need to take consistent action in that direction. That's the other 10%. Guys, Henry Ford said, "Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. It's your thoughts." Napoleon Hill said, "Whatever your mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve." After going through a life-changing injury, I want you to understand, I didn't want to go back to sales. It didn't have the same gravitas, the same pull. And I wanted to speak on stage and help people understand how truly incredible we are. But I still had 3 kids to feed. I still had to put food on the table. So I decided, whilst I build my speaking business, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go online and I'm going to find a way to make money. Well, about $40,000 in debt later, and having watched my marriage fall apart because of the stress, I realized it wasn't quite as easy as I thought. Instead, at that point, I got myself a coach, someone who had already been to where I wanted to go, someone who could help me navigate a much smoother path. Let's fast forward to today. Today, guys, I'm now a professional speaker. I speak all across the UK, primarily in schools. Why do I speak in schools? Because I truly believe that if I can influence some of the next generation, they're the ones that are going to change the future. I'm also completely and utterly obsessed with the workings of the mind. I also run a coaching business. I'm what's called a transformational mindset coach. I work with some high net worth individuals. I work with corporations. I help people understand how you break the chains of your limiting beliefs, snap out of the box that you're stuck in, and reprogram your mind so you can turn up and show up as the best version of yourself. For those of you that are wondering what NLP stands for, NLP, that stands for Neuro-Linguistic Programming. I'm also referred to as the instructional manual for the mind. Now, I focus heavily on language because I believe that language is the precursor to behavior, meaning we have to be very careful with the language that we use because we will ultimately become a self-fulfilling prophecy. So with that being said, at the end of this call, you're all going to receive an email and it will have a link for this book, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. This book is mandatory listening for all of my students, and I'm going to tell you why. Give me a thumbs up if you've got an aspiration to change your life financially. Give me a thumbs up if that's what you want to do. Okay. In that case, there's a couple of things you need to pay attention to. One, we've all got a money blueprint. And two, we all have a financial thermostat. And if you don't do the work, I'm going to give you an example of what happens. Lottery winners, they win the Powerball, they win the Super Lotto, they turn into multimillionaires overnight. Guys, you know that the vast majority of lottery winners in 2 years are flat broke. And those same lottery winners will tell you that winning the lottery was the worst thing that ever happened in their life. That's because they haven't done the necessary work on their financial thermostat. Your financial thermostat is like an internal barometer. And if your external world doesn't match your internal world, your mind will sabotage you to bring them back into alignment, therefore meaning you will find a way to disperse of your newfound wealth. I want to help you all understand at this point. As an entrepreneur, it's not how much money you make. It's how much money you keep and therefore grow. Give me a thumbs up if that makes sense. If you all have an Amazon account, Amazon own Audible. Audible are an Amazon company. The same username and password for Amazon will be the same for Audible. Download this book because the author, T. Harv Eker, he does an incredible job of helping you understand your belief system and also some tangible exercises to start increasing your financial thermostat. Now, give me a thumbs up if you are already familiar with listening to audiobooks. If it's something you already do. Yeah, perfect stuff. In that case, there's a couple of you that I'm going to say something that will probably resonate. You've been listening to an audiobook, you've realized that 5 or 10 minutes have passed, your mind drifted off elsewhere, and you haven't paid attention to anything you've just listened to. Anna, that smile tells me enough. That smile tells me enough. Will it, in that case, be useful if I give you a strategy to stop that happening? When you're listening to an audiobook, in the bottom left-hand corner, there's a button and it says speed. Increase the speed that you listen to your audiobooks. I listen to all of my audiobooks at 1.4, maybe 1.5. I don't usually go any faster. It sounds like a cartoon and gets a bit ridiculous. But in doing so, what happens is you have to focus intently on not missing the content. Your increased focus heightens your level of concentration, which stops you from zoning out. That's the first thing. Secondly, would you all agree that as an entrepreneur, you have to be efficient and effective with your time? Would you agree that's the case? Okay. Now that you're listening to the books at an increased speed, what you'll find will happen is you're going to complete the content in 65 to 70% of the time that it would ordinarily take you. Hence, now being extremely efficient and effective with your time. Guys, I'm not going to insist that you listen to the book all at once. Here's what I'm going to say. Commit to listening to at least 30 minutes each and every day. Positively nourishing your mind, okay? I have one simple question. Are you ready for battle? And I don't mean getting a toy gun and having a play fight. I'm talking about how you become the fighter pilot entrepreneur that I know that each and every one of you can. But here's the thing. In every battle, there's an enemy. And guys, I'm going to help you understand what your biggest enemy is in this here battle. It's an action. That's what you need to be wary of. And now we're going to give you a number of reasons why people don't take action. The first, that big P word, procrastination. But guys, you know, there's generally only one reason why people procrastinate. Because they haven't made it important enough yet. I'm going to prove that point. Raise your hand for me if, when something's absolutely mission critical, when it's an absolute must, raise your hand if you take action and get it done. There we go. Because you simply increase your priority. When you increase your priority, you stop procrastinating. The second thing, that dreaded 4-letter word, fear. False evidence appearing real. Face everything and run. There are so many different acronyms for fear, but here's the thing. You don't live in caveman times anymore where you walk out of your cave and get attacked by a saber-toothed tiger. 90% of situations, fear is not life-threatening. However, it is real, but it's created in your mind. Let me help you understand why your mind creates fear. Your mind doesn't care whether or not you're successful. Your mind's got one very clear objective, which is to keep you safe, survival. So if you decide to step outside of your comfort zone and your mind can no longer predict the outcome, your mind starts doing a few things. It amplifies that little voice in your head. It exaggerates the outcome that hasn't even happened. It starts to talk to you. Jasmine, are you sure you should be doing this? Omar, what happens if you lose money? Jim, all of these things online, they're all scams. Wyatt, just stay in your job and be grateful for what you've got. It starts telling you all of these messages. Then what happens is you start doubting yourself. And when people are fearful and they doubt, they generally become lethargic and don't take action. And if you get too much information all at once, you're likely to suffer with paralysis by analysis. And if you don't increase your skill set, the likelihood is that you're going to become overwhelmed. I'm now going to give you one that's probably as important as all of these together. That's your environment. Guys, let me let you into a little secret. Be careful who you share your dream with. Your friends, your family. From a place of love, of course, will generally in many situations be the very first ones to tell you why this won't work, why you should stay in your job, why you should be grateful for what you've got, why you're shooting above your station. They're going to give you a ton of reasons why. But the thing is, they're not doubting your capability. What they're generally doing is projecting their own fears and insecurities onto you. So here's what I want you to do. There's a couple of things I want you to do. Firstly, I want you to audit your circle of influence. Think about the people you've got around you. Secondly, when you leave their company or your friends and family leave your company, I want you to think about how you feel. Do you feel energized? Do you feel on top of the world? Do you feel like you can take on board anything? Or do you feel tired, drained, sucked of energy? Think about that. And third things third, I want you to start becoming acutely aware of the language they use. So when they speak, are they positive? Are they your cheerleaders? Are they consistently telling you you can do anything? Or are they naysayers, doubters, always looking for reasons why things won't happen? Because guys, I'll tell you this, at this point, taking on board negativity is going to suck you dry of energy. You need to be moving forward. And I want you to understand quite simply, there are costs and risks to action, but they are far less than the long-range risks of comfortable inaction. So here's the thing. As we go through this process, I want you to communicate with me. But here's the first thing. You know those programs that you've just enrolled into? Don't start them yet. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. I want you to go through at least module 1 of the implementation bootcamp, and I'll tell you why. Module 1 focuses primarily on mindset, and we need to develop the right foundation in order to assist you and give you the best opportunity of building a successful future. If you're delayed with your bootcamp training, if you have to stop your training for any reason, let me know. Because my team, they'll send you text messages, they'll email you, they'll phone you if they notice that you're not moving forward, if your momentum is coming to a standstill. But here's the thing, give you a polite nudge. As we say in the UK, a gentle kick in the backside. But here's the thing, we can't force you to be here. You've already invested in yourself, right? Which means if you decide to become a prisoner of war or go missing in action, I can't stop that. And you know what I'm definitely not going to do? I'm not putting pictures on the side of milk cartons. Manuel, my friend, where are you? Anna, please don't go. I'm not that guy. That's not me. Here's what I'm going to commit to. I commit to being here 100% to supporting you through this journey. Let's make a deal now. Give me a big thumbs up if you're going to commit 100% to yourself through this journey. All right, beautiful stuff. So let's get the show on the road.
Thank you, Kevin.
Oh, you're welcome, Manuel. My absolute pleasure. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to break out the presentation and I'm going to be asking you a couple of questions. Firstly, I'm going to ask you for a quick 30-second intro. You notice that quick's in capital letters, right? No life stories today. No monologues, just a quick 30-second intro, okay? Help me understand where you're from, why you enrolled, whether it be financial, time, location, freedom. It might be all three. And if I interrupt you, it's not because I'm being rude. It's because you talk too much, okay? So with that being said, I'm going to break out the presentation. I'm going to start in the top left-hand corner. We're going to run round and just give me a quick 30-second intro. Help me understand. Wyatt, in my top left-hand corner, sir, take yourself off mute. Help me understand where you're from and why you're here.
All right, I am from Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, in the United States, and I am here to for financial peace and freedom, and to build a better future for myself.
Absolutely beautiful stuff. I never ask people's ages, but why I'm going to assume that you're in the earliest stages of life, right?
I'm 18 years old.
I, in that case, want to give you a huge congratulations. Let me tell you why, Wyatt. Do you know that people wait 20, 30, 40 years before they realize that there's a better way, that they should be taking control of their own life? And at 18, you've already realized that I want to do things my way. I want to carve out a future for myself. Wyatt, your parents have done the most incredible job of helping you understand that you've got an incredible mind. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Jim, talk to me. Take yourself off mute. Help me understand where you're from and why you're here.
Okay, my name's Jim Percaro. I'm 61 years old. I'm on the other side of the scale. I live south of Atlanta, Georgia. I'm originally from New Jersey. The reason I enrolled is to create a cash flow stream, and more importantly is be able to pass this down to my children as a model for a more fulfilled life.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So the primary reason I'm here in Jim's legacy, right? You're to create that legacy that you can leave behind so that they can have a step up and understand how to do things differently, right?
Yes.
Absolutely beautiful stuff. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Omar, take yourself off mute, my friend. Help me understand where you're from, why you're here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My name is Omar Sheikh. I'm from Dallas, Texas. I'm also on the other side of the scale, for sure. But I am a father of three. My wife is mostly stay at home. So I am here to find a way to improve our quality of life. Currently, we depend on one source of income. I want to change that. I want to have, better financial security, and also set up my kids for a better future.
Beautiful stuff. Again, legacy, multiple streams of income, being able to dictate your future. Beautiful stuff. Love that, Omar. Thank you, sir.
Awesome.
And
Awesome.
just to help you all understand, it's not a declaration. You don't have to declare your age, okay? I know we're coming to the ladies and you're probably thinking, what's going on? No, you don't have to declare ages, okay? Beautiful stuff, beautiful stuff. Greg, take yourself off mute. Help me understand where you're from and why you're here, sir.
Okay, I'm Greg. I'm from the South Bronx, New York City. I'm in the Bronx, New York City currently. I was blessed as a child with a bit of a scholastic aptitude. Somehow I never found the motivation to follow it all the way through. And I'm at a point in my life when I realized that, my legacy is leaving some to be desired.
Okay.
I want to fix that, do some good for some people I love while I'm here, and hopefully leave them something behind, tangible enough for them to make things a little more easier for
Beautiful.
them.
Absolutely perfect. Again, I'm hearing one thing consistent, that there's always a big why. And guys, that's tremendously important, because when your why is bigger than you are, you get over any how. Greg, love that. Thank you for sharing, sir.
Thank you.
Manuel, take yourself on mute, my friend. Help me understand where you're from, why you're here.
I'm originally from Philippines. I'm 66. Lived in Dayton, Ohio for 45 years.
Wow.
I'm a martial arts entrepreneur. I have over almost 250 students. And the reason I'm doing this is because I'm looking forward to retire. I wanted to do digital, where I can travel with my wife with the RV. And my biggest problem is my procrastination, destination to death, so to speak. So I love what I saw with Mr. Jeff Lerner, and I got involved. I had a previous mentor before you. I got discouraged. Now I'm back again. I'm restarting this whole thing with you. Hopefully that you can kick my butt.
With your permission, sir.
Yes, always.
Absolutely beautiful. Manuel, I love the fact that you're already a serial entrepreneur, but you're looking for another way to get digital to create a legacy and really give yourself the freedom, location, time freedom, right?
Yeah, I wanted to do this not only for myself, but for the kids, but I wanted to pass the martial arts business to my two boys. And the reason I'm doing this is because I got divorced in the past, and I didn't have any savings. The only thing I have is a couple of real estate, but I didn't have no 401k and what have you. So I dive into digital thing, and so I saw Mr. Lerner, and it caught me, and I said, "This is what I want to do."
Perfect.
And so now, of course, I'm now got reconnected and getting started with you, and I appreciate the time. Thank you.
Love to hear that, Manuel. Love to hear that. Thank you, sir. Now on to the ladies. Anna, take yourself off mute. Help me understand where you're from and why you're here.
Hello. Besides being financially independent and debt-free, I'd like to be in a position where I leave an inheritance for my children and my children's children, not only financially, but also being in a position where I'm teaching them lifestyle, how to recreate or continue, or it's just not the focus on money, but it's about life. And so I want to teach my children, my children's children, but I want to also teach. I'm so excited about Wyatt. I mean, I'm excited about everybody being here, but it's Wyatt's age group, you know, that young adult area in there, that I just like to share that information. Oh, I'm from Romulus, Michigan. I forgot about that part. I'm from Michigan. And then that's the reason why I need the flexibility. I need I need to be able to have options. And so those are the main reasons why I'm doing this.
Beautiful. Generational wealth, be able to pass on the right kind of education, because we all know the education system's broken. Let's just think about this briefly. If everything in the world evolves, but the education system stayed the same for 200 plus years, how does that even begin to make sense? I'll tell you how it makes sense. Because the elite who run the world also created the education system. Ultimately, what they're looking is to keep churning out worker bees.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep churning out worker bees. That's why it makes sense to them. However, every now and again, you get an anomaly who decides to disrupt the world and come and put forth a program that's going to start that wave of transformation. And here we are. Beautiful stuff. Anna, thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank
Jasmine,
you.
talk to me. No, you're welcome. Talk to me, Jasmine. Help me understand where you're from and why you're here.
Kevin, hi everybody. I am from Atlanta, Georgia. I am here basically kind of like what everybody else said, just for, you know, financial freedom. I'm someone who's already delved into entrepreneurship, but I'm looking to grow my brand, to grow who I am as a person, as well as have those options, and to leave something as well to my daughter, as far as an example of a lifestyle, and, you know, just to provide the financial literacy and freedom to her as well.
Yeah, beautiful stuff, Jasmine. Again, it's demonstration through example, because children don't do what you say. they do what they see. So if we can demonstrate and give them something to see that's going to put them on a different path, of course, that creates a change, right?
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful stuff. Thank you, Jasmine. Appreciate that. And Martin, my friend, last but most definitely not least, help me understand where you're from and why you're here.
Hello, Kevin. My name is Martin Valdivia, and I am from North Central California. I'm doing this, as a couple of the ladies, young ladies there said. I'm also at the other end of the spectrum as far as age is concerned as well. But for years, I've been looking at doing something that I could not only leave a legacy behind for my children financially, because that's important too, obviously, but
yeah,
you know, showing them how to get there, showing them how to achieve something that they really want to do, and along the way achieve perhaps financial success, freedom, basically freedom to do what I want to do with my 7 children, because I do have 7 children. And essentially that's what I want to do, just have that financial freedom, not to depend on corporations, to leave that perhaps, as you all are saying, legacy behind.
Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. I love the common theme that you've all got a strong why. That's so necessary, because I didn't hear once that people are just looking for finances, because finances, that's an empty goal. Because when you achieve the level of finance you're looking for, it's like, oh, okay, what next? But when you've really got a strong foundational reason, that's going to get you through the times when it becomes tough and challenging. Notice my language, I said when it becomes tough and challenging, because I can assure you it will. Is this simple? Yeah, it's definitely simple. Is it easy? No, absolutely not. Guys, I'm going to give you a bit of information. Do you know what the number one reason is that people are not successful with online education? The number one reason is that they don't complete the courses they've enrolled in. That's the number one reason. I'm going to give you some horrible statistics that will probably shake you to your core. The completion rate, on average, with online education is about 2%. 2%. Yeah, Wyatt's eyes open wide there. However, I'm going to give you some light at the end of the tunnel. The completion rate with ENTRE and growing is somewhere between 25 and 30%. We are already between 10 and 15 times the industry standard. Formal education, big universities where people are spending tens and if not in some cases hundreds of thousands of dollars, is still only 50%. We're looking to hit that marker and surpass. Now, the thing I want you to all to understand is the implementation bootcamp is nothing to do with your business. Not one single thing to do with your business, but all to do with you. The reason being, most people fail, as I said, because they don't complete the programs. Why? Because they're given all of this education and it's a case of, okay, good luck, get on with it. And let's think about this. If you've been an employee for 10, 20, 30, 40 years in some cases, and you're given information on how to start a business, what's the likelihood that you're going to be successful? Pretty much close to zero. Why? Because you've got an employee mindset. You've been conditioned to think, operate, and behave in a certain manner. That's why this is the process of transformation, working on you to help you understand how and why you need to change your thought process, because believe it or not, your thoughts will outweigh your actions consistently. That's why Henry Ford said, whether you think you can or you can't, either way. If you think you can't do something, it doesn't matter how hard you try. You won't be able to. So we have to condition you with a different way of thinking. This process is going to be the start of unlearning to relearn. We've got to get rid of that old programming, that old conditioning, what I call the default mode, in order for you to start looking, thinking, and behaving differently, so you can therefore truly see a different outcome. Give me a thumbs up if what I'm saying makes sense so far. Love this. Absolutely love this. Guys, I've got one final slide to help you understand what the next steps are. Next steps are pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Understand that success loves speed. So create momentum as you're going through the program. The implementation bootcamp generally lasts about 2 weeks. Some of my students complete a little bit before, some a little bit longer. There are 4 modules, and the first 3 modules have got 4 lessons each. So at the end of each module, we have a live call like this, what I call a module review call. And what's going to happen is, in order to qualify to attend the module review call, you've got to complete all of the lessons in that module. So what I want you to do at this point is complete all the lessons in module 1, complete the first 4 lessons. Now, at the end of this call, we're going to book your module 1 review call. I want you to attend that call live. Now, here's the thing. I appreciate that some of you are still working and that your time is not always your own. If it means you take lunch at a different time or you shift around your calendar, your schedule, please do so, because those that attend my calls live get a much better experience going through the implementation bootcamp. However, I do appreciate that your life isn't always completely yours, and there are sometimes immovable objects in your schedule that you can't. On that note, if you can't attend the call live, what I want you to do is let us know. And as a last option, we'll send you a recording. And once you complete watching the recording, you just email us to let us know you've watched the recording. My team will go ahead and get the next module open for you. The modules, they remain locked until you either attend the call live or you watch a recording. Download and start listening to The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. That book is going to make a huge impact on the way you think and therefore understanding your behavior previously with money. And at the end of module 1, there's an income target exercise. What I want you to do is complete the income target exercise, because you've got to create and give yourself a target as to where you want to be. And I'll tell you why that's important. If you've got no target, what that truly means is you don't know where you're going. If you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. So let's now go ahead and get you booked for your module 1 review call so we can really truly start this process moving forward. So the next call, the module 1 review call, will be as follows. On either Friday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or on Monday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So raise your hand if you're available for the call on Friday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Beautiful stuff. Martin's available. Keep your hand up for me so Flint can go ahead and get you booked. In fact, we've pretty much got everyone except Jasmine and Wyatt. So, perfect stuff. In that case, Jasmine, Wyatt, are you guys available for the call on Monday?
I want to say I've already scheduled it for Friday, but I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, so Flint, can you double check? Has Jasmine already scheduled for Friday? In the meantime, Wyatt, can you make Friday or Monday? Which one would be better for you?
What time was it on Monday? 2:30?
Monday will be at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
1:30.
Yeah.
That won't work. I gotta check my work schedule for Friday at 12:30 and make sure
Okay.
that, because I normally start at 12, but I gotta make
Okay.
sure because my hours have been reduced due to the slow season.
Okay. Okay. Let us know. Just fire us an
Can-
email. Let us know. If there's an issue and
Can
you
I-
can't attend, Manuel, go ahead.
I apologize. Can I change that to Monday at 1:30? I think
Of
it'd be better
course.
for me.
Flint, please change Manuel to Monday at 1:30. Why, as I said, if for whatever reason you can't make the calls because of work schedule, just let us know. We'll organize for a recording to come out to you so you can move forward. Flint, was that thumbs up to say that Jasmine has already booked for Friday?
For Jasmine, yeah, she completed her 4 lessons for module
Okay.
1, so that's great. Yeah, she's scheduled.
Jasmine, have you already completed? If you've already completed your 4, I don't know what your schedule's like today, because I have a module 1 review call in just over an hour at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today.
Okay.
If
Yeah,
you can make that, you can jump on today's call and then we can get module 2 review call booked for you. Does that make
Okay,
sense?
yeah. Yeah, that's
Right,
better.
beautiful stuff. Flint, can you get Jasmine booked for today? Perfect stuff. You'll get a link and an email. It's the same link for this call. Just jump back on at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard
Okay.
Time, and I'll be going for module 1 with you. Go ahead.
Mr. Kevin,
Go ahead, Wyatt.
I just took a look at my schedule and I'm clear for Friday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard
Absolutely
Time.
beautiful stuff. Flint, go ahead and book Wyatt for Friday, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Perfect stuff. So, guys, let me ask a question. Have you all already joined the ENTRE Nation Facebook group? Give a thumbs up for those that have.
I believe I have in the past.
All right, perfect. So if you haven't joined the ENTRE Nation Facebook group, when you're in your back office, top right-hand corner, click on that tab. When you click on it, it will take you to Facebook. It's going to ask you to provide your email address that you use for ENTRE. And then at the bottom of the screen, there's just a little toggle button to confirm you agree with the community rules. Now, I'm going to show you why I asked that question. Every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I go live in the ENTRE Nation Facebook group. I have a segment called 15 Minutes of Food, Nourishment for Your Mind. 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Wednesday. If you can join my call live, absolutely great. If you can't, I'm going to now show you where you can find my videos. So, when you go to the Facebook group.
How long is that presentation on Monday, when is 9 a.m.? How long?
On Wednesday at 9 a.m.?
Yeah, how long is that?
My session on Facebook, 15 minutes.
Okay, because I have a meeting at 9:30.
Okay, beautiful. Okay. Yeah, if you can attend the call live, Manuel, that's absolutely fine. I'll show you. Well, obviously, as you can see, I was live today on Facebook, but if you can't attend my call live, I'm going to show you where to find my videos. When you join the ENTRE Nation Facebook group, this headline here, about discussions, click on guides. When you click on guides, what you then need to do is scroll down until you get to guide number 6. When you get to guide number 6, you'll see all of my videos there. There's, I don't know, there's about 35 videos there now. I have a challenge for all of my students. Here's what I want you to do. Click into any video where the title grabs your attention, anyone. And what I want you to do is watch the video, go into the comment box, put a hashtag replay to let me know you watched the replay, and then simply just drop a comment and let me know what your biggest takeaway from that particular video was. Here's the thing, and I'm told this by students that tune in each week and students that make comments. I'm told that there's a lot of value. One thing I'm going to guarantee you is that you're going to walk away from each call with at least one golden nugget. This whole process, you're probably realizing, is all about assisting you to transform and to continue the process of transformation. Right. So, guys, there's a couple of numbers I want you to make a note of. Flint, can you put the contact? Flint, see, she's a superstar. She's already done it. Guys, there's a couple of numbers I want you to write down. The first one is my number, 208 600 0618. Again, 208 600 0618. The second is 72. That number I want you to store in your phone as Kevin from ENTRE. The second number is 725 228 5242. Again, 725 228 5242. And I want you to store that as Kevin's assistant from ENTRE. The reason why I'm giving you these numbers, you guys in the US, you don't like answering the phone to numbers you don't recognize. So now that you know whose numbers they are, when my team call you, you know who's on the line. You're going to receive text messages, you'll occasionally receive phone numbers, phone calls, sorry. So everyone's now ready, scheduled to move forward. Has anyone got any questions for me whatsoever? Any questions whatsoever?
So Kevin, just to make sure, on Facebook Nation, not Facebook Nation Elite.
Yes, Facebook, ENTRE Nation. That's the one. Yeah.
Okay. Go into Facebook, go into guides, guide number 6 or something number 6.
Yep,
what number
guide,
6?
Yep, guide number 6.
Guide number 6. Okay.
Guide number 6.
And click into the video and then put hashtag replay and then put comments or all takeaways. Okay.
Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Okay.
And I love that. Love that.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
Assistant's
go ahead,
name.
Martin. Yeah, go ahead.
Remind me of your assistant's name, please.
My assistant, one assistant is called Flint, Flint.
And
And
then
my other assistant is called Bea, Bea.
And they can both be reached at the 725 number, correct?
You can, if you ring either number 208 or the 725 number, leave a message. You're best off ringing the 208 number.
Okay.
Flint's using that number. You're best off ringing that number because Flint's my executive assistant. Yeah, she checks all of my messages, etc. Use the 208 number. And what you'll find is any questions you have, find me an email, send a text message, leave a voicemail, and either one of my team will respond or I'll respond, but you'll always get a response. Beautiful stuff. Thank you for that, Martin. Great question. Any other questions at all? No, we're all good. All right, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Salamat.
No,
Salamat.
my pleasure, Manuel. I want you all to understand that all can and will be achieved one step at a time. I am committed to delivering value in each and every single interaction we have. The question I always leave my assistants with, or sorry, my students with, is how committed are you to yourself? And I actually know what salamat means. That means thank you, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, see, I've got my Filipino contact, my assistants, my team are from the Philippines.
Yeah, I thought so.
Absolutely. So I knew that Flint would have been asking me if you hadn't already professed that. She would have said, Kevin, is Manuel from the Philippines? She always manages to know when people are from the Philippines. So it's a beautiful thing. Guys, listen, have the most incredible day. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Keep the energy that you've got. And let's remember that this journey is about transformation, moving forward in the most incredible manner. Take care, guys. See you all soon,
God bless. Thank you.
God bless you too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Kevin.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you.